Welcome, focus on real estate salon.
So we have no market data in terms of the price of property as well as
Welcome to the first edition of Focus on Real Estate Salon Show. This is an exclusive show that is brought to you by Global Salone Property and Investment Company Limited to educate you on laws, regulations and procedures on buying, selling, renting and leasing all types of properties, as well as the government's process of allocations of state land in Sierra Leone. This show will be hosting different guests who are experts to share their experiences on issues relating to real estate industry both locally, regionally and globally. In today's series, we will be looking at Global Salone Property and Investment Company Limited and the real estate industry in Sierra Leone. To discuss more on these topics, we have with us a very special guest who is Head of Operations at Global Salone Property and Investment Company Limited with over 7 years of experience in the real estate industry. And he is Mr. Ismail Umar Shepukebe. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
As I made mention in my intro, we will be looking at Global Salone Property and Investment Company Limited and the real estate industry. Because this being the first episode, viewers will need to know about the company, producing these series, and also to have a general understanding or knowledge about, real estate industry. But first, tell us briefly about Global Salone, how it started, what you do, and the services you offer.
Thank you very much, Khadija. Okay, Global Salone Property and Investments is, as today, one of the leading real estate company in the country, based on our market size as well as our contribution in the real estate industry. We started operation in 2013 as just any other agent providing lettings and helping individuals and companies buy and sell properties. Also help tenants rent properties across the city. So by 2017, we also decided to reform and actually streamline our activities, and we had a new vision of becoming a real estate brokerage company. That's why we holistically look at the industry, we identify opportunities and challenges. In 2018, we had the market study, which actually helped us to actually visualize the market, and we had this vision of becoming the leading real estate company. We had faced challenges over the years as today, but we have overcoming them as we go. Today we can proudly say we are one of the leading real estate company working with individuals as well as corporations and businesses both locally and globally. By so doing, they actually develop new services that actually meet their vision of becoming the leading real estate in the countries by offering property management services, providing real estate advisory, conducting valuation for businesses and that of individuals, as well as listing and marketing real estate.
Okay. With all this experience, with all these years of you, Global Salone being in existence, we know there are other real estate companies, offering the same. What are the things that you guys offer that makes it different from what others are giving?
The essence of establishing Global Salone in the first place was to create a difference in the real estate industry. So to speak, actually the founding predecessors have worked very hard to achieve that vision. Currently, Global Salone can proudly say as a leading real estate company, they offer a tailored service to customers based on international best practice. So we follow international best practice in delivering our services. We also have a specialized knowledge because we started as a real estate agency. We actually have specialized knowledge on both local and that of international real estate markets. So because we work with broad network of partners within the real estate industry. And we have the most trained and qualified real estate teams. In 2021, we actually enroll our teams on real estate agency training. So to speak, we have the only real estate qualified and certified real estate agent in the country. We have extensive digital marketing space because we use all the digital social media as well as website, and we also introduce our magazine. Actually, we use drone in terms of taking details in the property. We have the most advanced cameras as well as our digital outreach. We make use of the website, we make use of Facebook and all social media platforms as well as YouTube. We have our real estate listing booklet and magazines that we use. And most importantly, we commit 1% of our annual revenue into supporting Sustainable Development Goal 11 and 13, meaning sustainable climate change and that of sustainable cities. Meaning if anybody does business with us, you are paying 1% to supporting the same cause every year.
Okay, that's very impressive. Now, looking at the real estate industry, we all know it's expanding. I want to know what role is Global Salone playing in terms of the real estate industry to improve the real estate industry in Sierra Leone. Yeah,
the cause of establishing Global Salone was to create a difference in the industry. We have actually lived up to their expectations. We have been supporting the real estate industry in 3 ways. First, value for money. When we started the agency, we actually get rid of the 100,000 leones commitment or registration fee you pay to agent. We actually get rid of that. You don't need to pay any 100,000 leones to us. And that was a relief for our customers and clients. Secondly, because of our because of our property details, a tenant or prospect can decide whether to go for a property or not by reducing the time spent on looking for properties, searching for properties. You know, you realize over the years, you will actually get information about property from the real estate agents. To your dismay, when you go see the properties, you see different in altogether. So because of our details we provide, actually give you a financial relief that you will decide whether to see a property or not. Right. We actually introduced the first real estate Facebook page that went viral, and more people get access to the properties, and more people started doing business with us. Second, we also introduced the Global Salone Real Estate Magazine, Development Magazine, which became the first and the only development and real estate magazine throughout the countries. And we are coming up with a more advanced real estate booklet. Actually, this teaches you about whatever is going on in the real estate industry globally and regionally as well as locally. Thirdly, the education. We introduced the video series, which we are having now. Again, we also introduced the City of Free Towns. The essence of this program was to actually go to the ground, get real-time information from the grounds, and get people informed before taking real estate decisions. It benefits the property owners, the real estate investors, and tenants, and even the general public. They benefit from this. We also have the weekly tips. This gave people the tips about what to do regarding real estate decision in terms of documentations, in terms of buying land, selling land, and government process of allocating state lands. This gives you tips. So we have been playing a key role in the industry in terms of getting people informed, before making the real estate decision.
Wow, that's massive. I believe with this, it serves as a guide for most people who are interested in real estate industry and those who intend, to be part of it. I believe that's really laudable, and yes, Global Salone is doing something great there. It's now time for us to go for a short commercial break, and when we return, we will be looking at the real estate industry generally in Sierra Leone. Did you know 45% of Sierra Leoneans are not buying land simply because of price, and the others say it's because of fraud, the lengthy process involved, and payment terms? Well, it's for this reason Global Salone Property and Investment Company Limited, the leading real estate broker in the country, is bringing you a special promotion. For the first time in Sierra Leone, you can buy a conflict-free property and pay in 12-month payments plan from January 2022 to December 2022. So, what are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity now. Buy 2 town lots and above at Gloucester Saddle in just 3 steps. View the property and select the service package. Make a down payment and the land is surveyed in your name. Finish your payment in 12 months and receive a signed conveyance. You can't believe it. This price includes the value of the land, surveying, documentation, registration, and brokerage service fee. At Global Salone, price is what you pay and value is what you get. Mind you, this offer is based on a first-come, first-served basis. Global Salone, experience the difference. Welcome back from our commercial break. We still have with us the head of operations at Global Salone Property and Investments Company Limited, Mr. Kebe. Mr. Kebe, talking about real estate industry, you've been in this industry for over 7 years now, and I believe the experience is great. So sure. I would like you to share with the viewers what are some of the challenges that you see in this real estate industry.
Yeah, the real estate industry is actually amassed with challenges. Yeah, because it's a new industry just coming up. Because of that, it has enormous challenges, frankly. For the first and the most significant challenge the real estate industry is finding is the lack of regulations. The operation of the real estate industry is unregulated. Yes, it has no a specific body that actually overseeing the operation of the industry, and we do not have any association that actually guiding the players in terms of the real estate agent, brokers, and that of the realtors, valuers. So we have nothing like that. For example, the insurance brokers, you have insurance guidelines, you have the marine industry regulated, even the pharmaceutical industry plus other engineering. These are all industries that are regulated in somehow. Unlike real estate industry, it's not regulated, and that's when the industry is not regulated, everybody does what he wants to whosoever he has to come in contact with. Secondly, the market data. Because the industry is not regulated and everybody come, sleep and wake and become a real estate agent, so we have no market data in terms of the prices of property, as well as what they are selling for, what they are renting for. Everybody has its own price. So if you ask me now, what is the price of property in empty land in number 2 and Waterloo, everybody has its own price, and that's a serious challenge. We don't have a uniform price that it can be accessed somewhere, either digitally or paper-wise. Thirdly, the host of street agents. You cannot just sleep and wake the next day you are a pharmacist, you are an engineer, but in real estate, you can become agent tomorrow, even yourself, Khadija. Yes, because we don't have no restriction in terms of entry and exit into the industry, and that's actually is a time bomb. And so we cannot command respect because what the hoodlums street agent had. Finally, the lack of needed infrastructure to support the real estate industry in terms of electricity, good road, social amenities, lacking in the new upcoming developing areas like the Godrich, the Waterloo, and all the surrounding the surrounding villages across the peninsula. So this is a huge challenge in the industry.
Wow, I mean the challenges are really like huge, and I believe one way or the other there will be a solution, possible solution. So, Mr. Kebe, personally, what do you think needs to be done to improve the real estate industry? Because like I mentioned earlier, you have over like 7 years of experience in the real estate business. So what do you think personally, can be done to improve the real estate industry?
Yeah, because the challenges are enormous, you cannot expect a one solution to solve all the challenges. And of course, real estate, like any other industry, government has a role to play.
Exactly.
Yes, so the role of the government is actually to a policy drive. Government actually need to regulate this industry. A policy that actually control in terms of who become an agent, then as well as the supporting environment to actually facilitate the real estate transaction in terms of land documentation, land registration, as well as land recording. There is no specific location where you can go to and you find all the information you want about particular properties. It's supposed to be like it can be in New York, it can be in London. You go into the internet, you find out about properties. You should be able to validate the authenticity of the properties online, and that is not possible. We still have in these days semi-automated or semi-paperwork across the land ministries. You have to go to the Roxy building to confirm whether the records in terms of the volume and pages. You go to Ministry of Lands. We confirm the documentation there. You also have to go to New England. That is a tedious work for someone interested to buy land. Secondly, the real estate professionals, we need to come together. Yeah? I mean, the serious-minded, they qualify, as well as the licensed real estate participants, from lawyers, from real estate brokers, realtors, valuers. We actually need to come together and have this association, which is on the way. Yes, there are plans to actually establish the association. We need to regulate ourselves in order for us to command respect and actually give value for money to our client. Thirdly, the investors. The investor actually need to diversify and support the government. The focus is moving to shop spaces, luxury buildings. That's not helping the supply, and that's because the supply is actually constricted. You can see the demand is mounting and the prices of places are going up. That's why you can see 2 bedrooms, everybody commanding prices because the demand is actually high.
Okay, I believe we all have a role to play to improve this real estate industry, but I do believe that the government has a huge role to play in terms of this. So I really do hope and pray that this discussion that we've had and the suggestions that you've made will kind of like serve as a guide for the government in doing what they need to do to see how best they can improve the real estate industry. Okay, so this is how we gonna end today's episode. I believe my viewers have learned a lot, and I have also learned a lot in terms of real estate industry. So thank you so much for making it a point of duty to be here today, and we really appreciate you and everything that you've shared with us. Thank you very much, sir, and we hope to have you on our subsequent, show.
Thank you very much, Khadija. Thank you, viewers.
He is Ismail Sheku Umar Kebe, Head of Operations at Global Salone Property and Investments Company Limited. This is how we have successfully come to the end of the first edition of Focus on Real Estate Salon Show. We hope you have benefited a lot from this first episode. If you have questions, comments, and recommendations, kindly send us a message on WhatsApp on the number showing on your screen. We promise to reply all messages in our subsequent editions. Make sure you follow all our social media platforms for an interesting and amazing fresh episode. I have been your wonderful host, Miss Khadija Tubari. Have a blessed week.